Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about this romance novel series that has really blessed me. So if you're looking for clean romance novels, stay tuned. Hey everyone, thank you so much for pressing play. So today I'm really excited about this video, you guys. I wanted to share my favorite, it's actually my first ever clean romance novel series that I've been reading. You guys, it's been such a blessing, so entertaining. Let me tell you like what kind of started it, right? So for me, I've always loved television. I've worked in television, right? But even growing up, after school, me and my stepmom would always watch a show together, right? It was just like a tradition. Like we would just always like watch Moe's show, and then on Friday nights, we would have a family night. We would go rent a movie at Blockbuster. Throwback to Blockbuster. Who remembers Blockbuster? Comment below if you remember Blockbuster. That says my age. But yeah, so we would go to Blockbuster, find a nice movie. So we loved watching. Even now, like we'll say like my little sister will be like, oh, let's watch a movie. Or it's just been a part of even just growing up. Like me and my older sister and my mom, we would watch something on television, a movie or something, right? And so that's kind of like just been what I've been used to. But as I've grown up, I've wanted to watch less television and read more. It's just been like I wanted to read more. And I love romance movies. I like to see a romance story unfold. I love it. I love movies. I think one in the future, Lord willing, who knows, maybe I'll like get involved in creating movies. But something that is also so important to me is finding things that are clean, right? That are clean, that you don't have to worry about sex scenes or, bad language or just all these different things. I like to try to find things that are cleaner, wholesome, that feels good. Like, oh, okay, this feels good. And so I wanted to find a series and I found one. It's called the Redemption series. This book series is written by Kingsbury. They actually just made a show, I believe, on Prime, Amazon Prime. My desire has been to just try to find entertaining books that I can read and that point me back to God. And this is a clean series. She's a Christian author. So, and it's crazy, you guys, like the things that these characters go through is like, wow. Like, when you think of like a Christian book, you might think like, oh, okay, they're just like sitting around and reading the Bible and singing Christian songs, but they're living real life, going through real trials. Some people stray from God and live, their own, like what they think is the right path, and then they find themselves in hurt situations. It's just, I don't want to give you too much info, but I love this series, you guys. I haven't even watched the television series, because I want to finish this. Right now, I'm at book number 4. This book right here. After I finish that, then I'm in the final book, you guys. And so I really, really love this series. Let me read a little bit about it. This is the first book, and look at what it says. It says, there was a hopeless relationship, a shocking betrayal. Carrie Baxter Jacobs is furious, hurt, and confused. Her husband, Tim, a respected professor of journalism, is having an affair with a student. Stunned, Carrie returns home to the Baxter family to sort things out. But when an old flame comes back into her life, she is more confused than ever. A difficult decision. How can Carrie forgive her husband? What could possibly ease the pain? And what about her own revived feelings for Ryan, a man she knows she should avoid? A reason to hope. As Carrie searches for answers, an unexpected discovery gives her hope for the future. But when she faces her darkest hour, can she find the faith and strength she needs to move on? You guys, even just reading that is already like Doesn't that make you want to read the book? Like, it's so good. This is how it starts off. And I'm telling you, once you get to the end, you want to read the next one. The next one says Ashley Baxter. So Ashley is Carrie's sister. Ashley Baxter is trying to forget. A deep regret. Though Ashley vowed to start a new life when she came back from Paris, the mistakes she made there continue to haunt her. She has locked up her heart, convinced that no one, including God, could forgive her. But four unlikely people, Alzheimer's patients, find the cracks in Ashley's heart and slowly help her heal. An unthinkable tragedy. Then comes the nightmare of September 11th, which forever changes the lives of the Baxter family, causes them to remember what is important, and leading them to make decisions that are both heartbreaking and hope-filled. A steadfast love. Landon Blake has loved Ashley since he was a teenager, but the heartbreak of her past has convinced her she'll never be able to love again. Landon tries to dull the pain of her rejection by immersing himself in the rescue efforts at Ground Zero. Will a new opportunity in New York keep him apart from Ashley forever? You guys, so good. Like, so good. Once you get to the end of that, you're gonna want to go to this one. And this is called The Return. I just finished this one, right? And I just started this one. And let me tell you, this third one had me in shambles, you guys. Towards the end, I was like, what? I did not expect it. So in this one, it says, what will it take to get Luke Baxter's attention? A shattered relationship. Luke, golden boy, and the Baxter's only son, has walked away from everything that mattered most to him. His faith, his family, and Reagan, his only love. Devastated by the events of September 11th, Luke decides that life is random, faith a fraud, and God a fantasy, a secret. A baby is about to be born. But with Reagan 1,000 miles in New York City, Luke has no idea he's the father. Now though, someone in his family learns the truth. The problem? She has a secret of her own, one that will change the Baxter's lives forever. You guys, I loved it. I was like, I think I was traveling when I finished this one. I don't know if we were in Greece or if I was in Puerto Rico, but I was literally like, yo, are you serious? It's like, it has a shocking twist. So now I'm at this one, the Rejoice one, and it's really good. So it like starts off like crazy. I was just like, wait, it starts off on 10. You know how the climax comes a little bit? No, it like starts off and it's already like, what is happening here? It's crazy. So it says, how will Brooke handle the greatest challenge of her life? Brooke is another one of the Baxter sisters. A terrible tragedy. Brooke and Peter are struggling in their marriage when they are faced with the single worst moment ever. What was supposed to be a pool party for their 2 daughters and a handful of children ends in a disaster. As 3-year-old Haley fights for her life, the Baxter family draws together, not even sure how to pray. A shattered life. Peter is devastated by Haley's accident. Unable to see past his own guilt, he distances himself from Brooke and their girls and finds other ways to ease his pain. Illegal ways. You guys, I didn't even know that. Peter's choices send him spiraling into a cavernous abyss that threatens to destroy not only his relationship with Brooke, but his life. Oh, I'm not gonna keep reading. You guys, I'm not gonna read the back of this one because I haven't read it yet. And just like I just read that and I didn't know that Peter is gonna do something illegal. Like, what's he gonna do? Try to ease his pain? Is he gonna get into drugs? What's gonna happen? But I love this series, you guys. If you're looking for clean romance novels, definitely check this series out. Like, you won't be disappointed. And if you're a Christian, you're gonna really love it because they're all in some aspect, like some of them are far from God and then desire to want to get closer to God, and you see that happen. Some of them are walking with God but discouraged because of suffering. Others are, like went through suffering and now they have such a beautiful outcome now, like the way that their life has unfolded. It's so encouraging and I love it. I read these books right before bed and it has been a blessing for me. I know sometimes it could be like I have to force myself to go to sleep because it's like, oh, what's gonna happen? But it's almost like watching TV before bed, which has been my tradition. Even in our marriage, we'll watch like a show or something before bed, but this has been my thing and it has been a blessing. You can tell, like I read four of these already. You know what I mean? It has been such a blessing. And I just read little by little. Each night I read a couple pages and it has been so encouraging. Something else that I love about this series is because they talk a lot about relationships, right? So it's a romance novel. They talk a lot about relationships. And one of the authors, right? It was written by Kingsbury, but also with Gary Smalley. Gary Smalley is America's relationship doctor, co-founder of the Smalley Relationship Center, and the author of more than 40 best-selling award-winning books, including The Blessing, The Language of Love, and The DNA of Relationships. And so, yeah, hearing that he's put input in it, it's blessed me. One of these books, I believe it was this one. I forget which one it was. It was either 2 or 3. But he shares a lot about like relationships. Like one of the sisters is like thinking of leaving her husband, and then the other sister gives her advice and she's like counseling her, and hearing like the advice she gives, it's a blessing. I really love it. I really feel this like pull towards helping marriages and relationships, and the Lord has opened up those opportunities around me, even in my community. And so hearing his input has really been a blessing to me, to my marriage, and to me as I counsel other marriages. And so yeah, you guys check them out. Let me know, comment below and let me know, what did you think after you read the books? Or if you've already read these books, what did you think? Because yeah, I'm loving it. Don't tell me about the 4th or the 5th book if you've read it though, because I'm still like, I can't wait to finish it and then watch the Amazon series. I hope the series is as good as the books though, because whenever I read a book and watch a movie of the book, I'm not always impressed. So we shall see. Also, I purchased many of these books on thriftbooks.com. So yeah, you guys, if you haven't learned about thrift books, it's pretty cool. You can get books for like $4 or $5 and in really great condition. These books are all in really great condition. They probably just have someone's name in the front and that's it, but really great condition. So yeah, definitely check out thriftbooks.com.